Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Aquarius' Soul Path reading for March of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, as it is truly most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the mid-month readings that I offer here, as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Aquarius's soul path for March of 2023. 3 cards, please. Only take uprights and only take jumpers from the deck. While there may be moments of silence while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you hear or see within yourself, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we're not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy. That's too many. So your energy is very much a part of this reading. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. All right. 3 cards, please, for our Aquariuses for what is on their soul path for March of 2023. Oh, boy. Thank you. All right, we have the Ace of Cups, the 5 of Wands. One more, please. And the Page of Swords. This was on the bottom when I picked up the deck. At the bottom, we have the Page of Wands here. So, in March for you, on your soul path, it does appear that the divine is granting you with some sort of gift that is really going to fill you with a lot of love here. And you're really going to feel this compassion from the divine, the spirit, the ancestors, whatever your path is. It is this energy, this emotional gift that you're receiving from the divine. I feel like you kind of have been, but it's like there's something about in March where you are embracing this cup a little bit more. Because there's something tied to this where there is some tension and some conflict, and there may be some ancestral wounding, things like this, and this might be why you are hesitant to embrace this. Now, this may be inheritance for some of you. This may be a long lost letter that you find, or a photo, or you just smell someone who is passed on, and you know that they're there. But it's a little more than that, because the divine is kind of giving you this boost here in March. The divine, the spirit, your ancestors, I feel like your whole team is kind of backing you on this. So there is some tension in either finding this gift or accepting it, embracing it. There is some tension involved in that. But I also feel like with what you are being given or shown here, this is starting you on this new kind of training or new course, new avenue of study here. So you're also embracing this very studious vibe. Whatever this gift is, has really spurred on this thirst for knowledge, as the Page of Swords speaks of. There's an importance with the Page of Swords. I feel like telling your truth, telling your story at this time would be beneficial for you and beneficial for others. But the Page of Swords is asking you to communicate this in a different way, a fresh way, a new approach on which to tell your story. And this also kind of changes how the story lands within yourself, how you feel about it, this narrative that you are telling, and this new way of communicating. So in a lot of ways, this gift is giving you this new perspective on where you come from. And at the bottom, we have the Page of Wands here. So this does open a lot of potentials for you, whatever this is. And I feel like this is potential to connect with your ancestral roots here. This is going to give you a lot of freedom here. And this tension is because you're resisting some ancestral connection or identification here. And this is kind of keeping you from your ultimate destiny. It's keeping you from your freedom. This resistance actually has you bound here. And this is why there's this tension. But it does appear moving forward as you embrace who you are, who you come from, where you come from, you find a lot more freedom. And it actually paves this new path for you moving forward. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's soul path for March of 2023. Almost forgot what month it's going to be. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. So we have out of this world love, the flood, evoking darkness, and Zo. So we have out of this world love. So for some of you, this is opening up opportunities for love and romance. This kind of rejecting of aspects of yourself may have kept this at bay to a certain extent, this romance that you've been trying to call in. And that is for some of you. That's not going to be for everyone. For others of you, this is this irresistible draw to this new path here. And I feel like you're kind of wondering in February and earlier months, like, how do I get on this new path here? And the divine is kind of saying you have to embrace yourself and where you come from. This is not only going to heal you, but this is kind of healing this, like I said, ancestral trauma. This is some passed down trauma that kind of lives in our DNA. And it's like you have this opportunity to break this chain here. But it starts with embracing who and where you come from and who you are here. Which appears feels like a difficult task here, and we have the floods. So in the past, and this may be stories you've heard from your grandparents, and this may be stories that you firsthand experienced, and for that my heart does go out to you. But there has been misfortune. There was heavy destruction in the past, turbulence, disaster, things like this in your home life or in your family background. That you hold some of this trauma here And this is what the divine is wanting to extricate you out of. We have evoking the darkness. So you have found a way to, I feel like you're really working your light energy, but you have found a way to harness your darkness. Now, we all have light and dark aspects to ourself, and the real power comes from this place where they merge here. Combining opposites usually creates a powerful reaction here, and so this is what you are doing here. You're kind of, at least in the past, you have been drawing on these old darker emotions to tell this story. And the Spirit is asking you again to tell this in a different way. Whatever that means to you. That doesn't mean omit parts of your story, but the Spirit is asking you to find a different perspective on which to look at this. And this changes the way you tell the story. And this also, again, changes the story energetically for you, which feels to be pretty important here, because there is a caution on utilizing the darkness too much at this point. Then we have Zo. So again, this is speaking about embracing your true self, embracing the totality of yourself. This includes where you come from, the people you come from, your background, how you grew up. These are all sexuality. All of these things are tied up into this, and there is an importance in allowing this complete expression of yourself, and not diminishing or cutting off parts of yourself that are playing an important role for you. This is also a call to do release these things that are no longer serving you. So you're kind of getting a double message. There are some things that you are going to want to hold dear as you move forward, and there's other things that it's time for these things to go. These attachments to this resistance is one of the main things that does need to go and be released. And whatever animosity or hard feelings, I know this is incredibly hard work to do, but this is the work that the divine is asking if you can to do this hard work, because right now in March, you're kind of headed for this magic moment here. And a lot of the signs have gotten this magic time for you, this golden time, golden ticket kind of time here. And this is kind of your golden ticket to get over this hump that you've been carrying for too long. So, and I say that with all compassion, because this feels really heavy. But definitely embracing yourself, the good and the bad, the light and the dark. All right. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius' soul path for March of 2023. All right. Okay. So we have the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So this is a highly emotionally charged topic for you. So do know that. I mean, you already know that, but all right. All right. So with the 8 of Cups, It does appear you are letting go. You are walking away from this tension or whatever this thing that you've been holding onto for a long time, because you're realizing that it's not serving you any good. It's like this old story. It did serve a purpose in the way that it was being told at one point, but again, the Spirit is asking you to still tell your story. And I'm not sure exactly how they're wanting you to reword this. Only you kind of know what this is, because there's a few things coming. And we have a full moon here, so paying close attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles is going to be really beneficial for you, and you can look up how to utilize these energies online. But it's like this, you're tired of this weight here. You're ready for something new. And you're kind of seeing, like, if I want something new, I have to try something new. And this is an internal process. This isn't about like going out, and this is internal. And take this how you will. The Spirit is saying what you have been doing internally is not 100% working. That doesn't mean it doesn't work, but it is creating a lot of tension, and it's creating this weight. A lot of times when we forgive those from the past, a lot of times we do so for ourselves, because to hold this animosity can actually make us sick physically and emotionally. So this is more weight than you should be carrying here. This isn't your weight to bear. And the Spirit is saying it's time to drop this off. Because we have the Five of Cups. You are looking back at your past with a certain level of pessimism. You're kind of looking back, and this is what I'm getting is you kind of looking back at your past and saying, what a loss. What a loss. What a waste here. But this past has actually built you into the person that you are, even though it was unpleasant, even though it was hard, even though you didn't deserve any of that. It has actually made you the powerful person that you are. And it's kind of like the Spirit is wanting you to realize this. Turn around and realize you still have 2 cups of power behind you. And if you can take these over the bridge, over this river of emotion that you find yourself in over this, you will find sanctuary on the other side of this. But this is some shadow that does need to be processed, integrated, and released. And this causes you a lot of pain when you think about this. So someone has definitely hurt you very deeply in the past. And so these wounds linger, definitely. So this is definitely some very hard work that the Divine is suggesting that now is a really good time to work on these, because you will reap more benefit from doing this at this particular time. And it's the Spirit is saying you're ready for this, for those that don't feel like you are. We have the Seven of Cups. So So there is something, and it's hard to say. There's something that about your past that you have not seen here, and this feels like an ancestral kind of gem of an individual that you discover in your research, or something that kind of makes you feel really excited about where you come from, the people you come from, and who you are, and that you're an extension of that person here. And I do feel like if you can let this go and move forward on this new path, there is a lot of options that are going to be available for you. Almost more than you're going to kind of know what to do with. You're going to have to turn some of these down. So I feel you being very busy in this springtime. Spring to summer. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's soul path for March of 2023. So we have in transit, I am compassion. Interesting. So you definitely find yourself in a kind of a transitory mode as you're kind of moving from the past and moving into the future here in March, if that makes sense. This is you're kind of bending a corner in your story, and March is this corner here. So you are in transition. You're transitioning from one state of being to another state of being. And you're also moving from one path to this new path. And I feel like these two, I am compassion. You're getting this love of this cup of love and compassion from the divine, from the spirits. And it's almost like you're getting this, it's like a soul reclamation where you're receiving what feels like a missing piece of yourself. And it is this part to where you can look in the mirror and say, I am compassion. And it rings true. It's like, I am love, or if you're familiar with Ram Dass, I am loving awareness. These types of affirmations is what I feel like you're realizing and kind of embodying. And this really changes the way that you tell this story, because you're telling it from the perspective of I am compassionate awareness here. I am love. I am loving awareness. So how would that change how you tell your story of your hardships, I guess I would say. This is also with the I am. I feel you very much connecting with the divine here, connecting with your heart space, and really healing this heart space with compassion, this wound. And for some of you, this is ancestral. This goes back. You may not even know what this is, but you're helping heal this with this compassion, that you're now realizing that this is who and what you are, what we are. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's soul path for March of 2023. Oh boy. White Pelican. Well, and somebody got that one. I don't remember. All right, thank you. All right. All right, we have the White Pelican, the White Rhinoceros, and the Caribou. So we have ease. So moving forward onto this new path, you're finding more ease. This love and compassion that you begin to have for yourself also gives you more of a sense of ease. It's like you feel at home in your own skin. Optimism. So you begin to feel very optimistic about this path moving forward once you set this weight down. This weight, it makes it hard to be optimistic. And I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it is deep, whatever it is. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is something from the past that this is, if this is yours, that the thoughts of this plague you. This is very heavy. But it does appear that grace is on your side. The grace of the divine, the grace of your ancestors are coming in. And they're giving you this opportunity. They see that you have been doing this hard internal work, that you're ready for this challenge. And then we have cooperation. And they're ready to cooperate with you to get this done. Because this is not just for you and your healing. This is ancestral. This is generational. This is generational healing you're doing for your family line, essentially. White rhinoceros. So moving forward, you're feeling a lot more stability. And I feel like this, you're feeling emotionally stable, but the cards aren't really indicating this, but I feel like you coming into a financial stability that may have been lacking in the past. And it may be tied into this gift that is for some of you. I don't feel like that's for everyone, but definitely moving forward with this sense of stability, confidence as you embrace yourself completely. And you feel this deep connection with your ancestors, your spirit guides, the divine. This really fills you to the brim, overflowing with confidence and steadiness. And this is heading you towards this path of abundance. Here we have the caribou. So perseverance. You've definitely been persevering. Like you are the one that perseveres. Resourcefulness. So this is has a lot to do with why you persevere, because you're so resourceful. And movement. So you're persevering because you're resourceful, because you keep moving. You keep putting one foot in front of the other with this determination. So you definitely have a fire underneath you, and you kind of are embodying this phrase of "I refuse to lose." So you definitely have this fire within you and under you. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius' soul path for March of 2023. Oh boy. One more, please. Thank you. All right. So we have this circle card. It doesn't have a name, but these are very similar here. So I feel like this has a lot to do with embracing the totality of yourself. And I think most people have parts of themselves that they don't like. But I feel like because of this wounding, there's some projection or some seed that has been planted about you or your worth or things like this that aren't true. That you are 100% worthwhile, that you deserve the best. These are the things that are true. That you are wonderful. You deserve love. You deserve to be treated well. But something in the past has told you that it wasn't true, and you believe that. And this is part of this weight you're carrying. And then we have transmutation through union of opposites here. So this light and this dark. And the power that is created when we bring these opposing forces into one here. So we have a couple things. We have this pain and compassion. Now, these are very much on the opposite emotional spectrum. But if we can take these two and slam them together, this is real power. And we also heal this wound by flooding the wound with compassion. So you really have an opportunity for some big power here. And what I was speaking about with your confidence and how these things, that this narrative that the mind tells about it's like this story has been told to you that you lack worth, and that this is 100% not true. And that this is central here. That you have value, not because you're doing this or doing that, or you can do these things for these people. You have value because you exist. So that there's definitely some deep wounds in the heart here. So my heart definitely goes out to you, because this is probably one of the more heavier readings that I've done in a while here. All right. Please give us 2 cards for what is on Aquarius' soul path for March of 2023. We have the sea turtle. So this journey for you to get to this point has been a long journey, and it has felt like a long journey. And this is a long time coming for you. It's with a sea turtle will swim large distances for an animal its size to reach it to its perfect destination beach to lay its eggs here. And this is your energy. You have gone this great distance. And I feel like internally and externally, you have gone this great distance in your journey, in your life. And the divine is saying, okay, if you can get over this wave, we'll say, your paradise beach is just on the other side of this wave. And memory. So this memory lingers of the past. And the Spirit is not saying attempt to get rid of it. It's not saying attempt to get rid of the memory. It's saying integrate, process, and release what is not yours to carry. Because you're carrying generational weight here. And you also have your own. So this is definitely a big healing time, and it is indicating that, like it said, this is your opportunity to finally drop this and become anew here. This is your bend in the story where things start to turn the way that you want them to. All right, please give us 3 cards. What would you like to leave Aquariuses with for a final message for what is on Aquarius' soul path for March of 2023? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Aquariuses. All right, we have the Sun. 2 more, please. 2 of Cups. All right, the Sun, 2 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and at the bottom we have the Queen of Wands. So you are And I feel like this is more in the middle of spring, beginning of summer. You really find yourself in this successful place as you're moving forward, really feeling happy. And I feel like you kind of looking around and be like, I can't believe I'm actually happy. Or I'm finally happy. I'm finally at a place in my life where I can exhale and I'm happy. And we have the Two of Cups here. So what you've dreamt of, this kind of life that you are attracted to, this is also being magnetized towards you, but there's this block in the energy here, and it is this baggage from the past. Or baggage, wounds, however you want to word this. There's some shadows here that definitely need to be dealt with for your dream to come to you, for you to be able to jump into that. And the Spirit is saying, definitely be about your craft, whatever that is for you, because it is going to pay dividends. I feel like this is kind of what you're going to be doing as you move forward. But again, you're reworking it a little bit. You're kind of telling your story a little bit differently, and I feel like your craft is very much tied into your story here. Now, for others of you, where there is some romance coming in, and this is a small percentage of you, but both of these cards, the Sun and the Two of Cups, speak of more of a high-level commitment, a mutual attraction, of romance, these types of things. So this is for a small percentage of you, but do be on the lookout. I feel like this is more towards the end of March, that opportunities for these types of things with the right person are going to present themselves for you. But, and at the bottom, we have the Queen of Wands. So, again, you've kind of like, I want something different. You're realizing you have to try a different approach if you want something different. I feel like this is something you're doing internally. What you've been doing internally is not giving you the result that you want. So you're ready to try a new approach to this. Tell this story in a new way. So you are kind of sticking to what you want. You're integrating your light and your dark energies here. Now, with this tension here, there is some worry and some anxiety with the Nine of Swords. You might even be having some restless nights. And I feel like when this first comes in, your emotions are kind of all over the place because it stirs this up, whatever this is for you. So this energy is going to be at play here. But do know that this is a gift that you're receiving. Initially, it's going to feel like, oh my gosh, this, whatever this is for you. But this is this gift that's leading you to this new path and the full integration and acceptance of the totality of yourself. If I can say that one more time in this reading, I'll be golden. All right, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So you are being practical on how you move forward. Your first reaction to this, if this is a letter, a photo, or something like that, is to just chuck it out the window. But you are being practical and you're kind of thinking about this a little bit deeper. And so you are holding whatever this is that you're receiving. You are holding on to it and doing this nurturing work that is necessary. So you are being strategic internally with how you deal with this. You may have to do some mental gymnastics around this. To get it to kind of fit in the groove in the right way. And sometimes this can speak of sneakiness or deceptiveness. And I feel like in what you receive, you may realize that the stories that you were told about ancestors and things like that were deceptive in nature. So you're kind of realizing this really a beautiful truth about where you come from. You definitely feel the poke and prod of the universe with the Seven of Wands here. But again, you're persevering. You are in a protective stance here because these things bubble up. And I feel like this is your go-to when these pains of the past bubble up. There is this protective stance that instinctually kind of clicks into gear for you, which is understandable. But you're persevering through this hurdle here. Ready or not, here you come. And I saw it was underneath here, so I have to take it. We have the Nine of Wands here. So you are kind of embodying this wounded warrior. But you still are standing. You're holding your own. And you really are walking away with all the wands. So all this spirit fire you're moving forward with. Even though you're wounded, you're tattered, but you're not torn. You're not done. You're not out of the game. And I feel like for a lot of you, you kind of feel like your life has been this test of faith. And I definitely feel you on that. But when you receive this, there's something that's so triggering about it that just receiving this is in of itself this test of faith. But again, you are persistent to not lose. You refuse to lose here on this. And we have 2 nines here in this stack here. So this is the number of attainment. So you are attaining something here within yourself. And it's like when we don't have weight holding us down, we can climb higher here. And this is what you're doing. You're realizing that it is within your power to set this weight down. And that does appear what you're doing here. So Aquarius, I think we'll go ahead and leave this reading here. I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement. My heart really goes out to you. This seems very unpleasant. It seems very painful for you. But it does appear that, like I said earlier, this is your magic moment here to make this big change that you've dreamt about here. And whatever this is, even though it feels and it triggers, it really is a blessing here. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. However you're taking this in, you are truly most appreciated. And Aquarius, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.